This is M.F.K Radio Music, Focus, Knowledge, the ingredients to a better day. It's your boy Jay Free. Make sure you're tapping in every week. We got new episodes lined up for you. Make sure you go to the website, www.mfkradio.com. Today we got my boy Heks Bundy in the building. Hex, how you feeling, bro?
Yo, what's cracking? I'm feeling pretty good, dog. Just, Monday, settling in, getting the week started and shit. But,
Yeah.
bro, how you doing?
Starting it off right. I'm good. I'm blessed, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't complain. I could, but I won't. You know what I mean? Because I'm breathing. So I can't be mad at it. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. I feel you.
That's what's up. So for everybody who's watching and listening right now, give them a little bit about yourself. Tell them who Heks Bundy is, man.
Shit. Heks Bundy. I'm a hip hop artist, underground artist for sure, out of Ontario, right here in the Inland Empire. Um, Shit, dog. Just a all around hip hop head for the most part. Just trying to
Right.
keep that shit alive, dog. Trying to push that, trying to push the culture, dog. Just keep it moving. You know what I mean? Not
Right.
to die. People be like, hip hop is dead. No, I ain't with all that shit, dog. I'm trying to keep that shit 100.
That's right.
So,
That's right. So your style is very boom bap-ish, right? If that's the right word. So you do have a more traditional, if you want to call it, traditional style of rhyming, even.
yeah,
Because if you look at even the the Chicano hip hop environment today, it's a lot different than it was 15, 20 years ago. Um, it's more mainstream. So the delivery of it and everything is um what I would consider mainstream, right? To where your style is more traditional. What one what made you stay true to that, right? Not wanting to adapt to what people consider popular today. And two, how were you introduced to what we call hip hop?
all right. To answer the first question, honestly, when I got into that shit, when I got into rapping, I was always like, introduced to the boom. I was more introduced to like the East Coast shit before I got into like, West Coast music, even though I'm from the West Coast, but
Right.
that music caught my attention more. And then the fact that it was more like the way underground hip hop it was when I first heard it, it was like they said shit that I felt like, damn, like I didn't even know you were allowed to say shit like that in songs. You know what I mean? Because it was raw, it was real, and I was only used to the radio. So when I started writing my rhymes, that's how I was rapping. I was saying shit that I knew for damn sure my parents were gonna be tripping on it. They heard
Right.
it real instead of like sounding corny. That was my biggest thing. I never wanted to sound corny, and that was just always my lane. You know what I mean? And I'm an old head dog, and I listen to a lot of the newer shit too. But I always find myself going back to like the older,
Right.
music, and that's just kind of I don't know. It's always just been something that I've loved, So that shit just made a big impact on the way I get down with my shit.
Right.
Uh,
So you would say that the East Coast style of rhyming and even the 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 beat construction, right, is what really
yeah,
created the architecture for how you spit your shit today.
it always caught my ear. Like for instance, growing up, my uncles and my brother and everybody they bumped a lot of like Brother Lynch, Spice One,
Right.
and WA and shit like that, of course. And then I had homies that would come over and or like they had homies that come over and they would bump like Big L and Wu Tang and just completely different type of shit. And at the time, all of those cats they're all like taggers. So
Right.
I that like East Coast music like graffiti music. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, if you bump that shit, like you be hitting black books, you be tagging and shit. So that's how music like that at the same time. If I knew you bumped that music, I knew you was involved in graffiti. You were a hip hop head, and that's how I
Yeah.
feel my crowd always. You know what I mean? Through the music type shit.
Yeah, and you ain't wrong because I mean I definitely is one of the staples of hip hop graffiti for sure, 100%, especially deriving from the East Coast, you know what I'm saying, New York specifically,
Hell yeah.
you know. So I want to ask you, you know what I'm saying? I know you're an artist. Obviously, the people know you're an artist now too, right? Busy. You're always knocking some shit, always making fire. You know, how do you juggle music and everyday life? Because I know you're a dad too. You know what I'm saying? I know you're a father, and I can see that that's a really important aspect of your life. So how do you juggle that? How do you juggle making time for your kids, making time to make music, making time for fam, all the above?
Um, honestly, dog, shit, it took a while for me to get that shit down packed. I'm not gonna lie, and it's still like hard. But that shit, before I didn't really, I thought I could be full-time artist, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't gotta worry about it. I could work, do little side hustles, whoop de woo, right? But then I realized, dog, like if you don't got a job, like a foundation, you can't do none of this shit, dog. You can't put into the studio, go buy beats, hit show, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
you have something solid. So I had to check myself, like, yo, and on top of that, you can't support your family, dog, if you ain't working.
Right, right,
Right? That's fucking first and foremost. So I had to go back and rethink it out. Like, let me get into a job. Let me get shit grounded at home. And once I got my career and everything going, dog, I realized I was like, what time do I have? Because obviously, I come home to the kids regardless. You know what I mean? So, um, I make time for my children every day, and then when it comes to the music, dog, I got like, thank God I got my boy Isaac on the mix. He's my producer. This fool stays sending me beats, bro. And he's always telling me every day, dog, like, yo, bro, you the reason like I'm keeping up with, I'm the reason why he's doing this shit type
right.
shit. Not like I love that pressure, dog. That shit keeps me motivated because before it wasn't like that, you know what I mean? So
Right.
no, I got people that like depend on me, like as far as the music and family wise and everything like that, dog. That shit just makes me not want to stop, you know what I mean?
So
So
you got double motivation, and
yeah,
right. So you have the, I don't know if I want to call it pressure. Yeah, it is, but it's good
yeah,
pressure though. I think right.
straight
It's
up.
good
Yeah.
pressure of your family on one end, and then your boy on your partner on the other end,
Yeah.
who really are both counting on you to pull your weight.
No, no doubt. And then I'll be lying. Like my lady plays a big part in a lot of shit, dog. She helps me out with everything as far as holding it down at the crib. But you know what I mean. So shit, dog. It's not just me. You know what I mean. It's me, my team, my lady at home. My kids. Everybody plays their part. So, a lot of people help out, dog. And shit, knowing that I got like I said, people that keep got that like in their head about me, like saying like, yo, bro, they believe in me, I guess, dog, without sounding
Yeah,
corny, I guess you could say, dog. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
that got
Ain't
me.
ain't nothing corny about it. You ask me. I think it's important to shine the light on the people. That's what this platform's all about too. You know what I mean? It's obviously to highlight the artists like you who are out there putting out the music that motivate people. That you know what I'm saying. That show that it's possible if you stay consistent. But it's also to give flowers to people who make it possible for you. You know what I'm saying? For me, for you, because this wouldn't be possible without you. You know
No,
what I'm saying? So I'm grateful for people like you who come on here and have real talent and
hey,
can have that conversation.
straight up, likewise, dog. I know this is I mean, fuck, we long overdue, dog. We've been
Right.
trying to work with each other for a minute, dog. I'm glad that we got able to knock this out, bro. Um,
Yeah. Likewise, bro.
bro, 100%. Anything I can do for you guys over there, you already know I got you. It's an honor to be on the platform, 100%. And before we continue, I just want to tell you personally, dog, congrats on the launch of the website.
Appreciate that.
I appreciate what you guys did for me as well on there, dog. That shit means a lot to me, bro. I got on
Absolutely.
went crazy for that shit.
Man, you deserve it, bro. You deserve it. Hard work, consistency is baby steps, right? One brick at a time. And then next thing you look up and you got a whole crib. So it,
Right.
we admire that. So we have to shine the light on it. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people who are barely starting that journey, bro. You know what I'm saying? And aren't aware how to make time and how to juggle the financial aspect of things or you know what I'm saying or kids or whatever the case may be. So it's important, I think, to talk about it. So having artists like yourself come on here and speak firsthand, you know what I'm saying, still doing it, who got some big show coming up, which I want to talk about a little bit, you know what I mean, with the legendary MC in my eyes. So let's get into that a little bit, man. How'd you bag that show? And tell us a little bit about the details, where it's at, all that good stuff.
All right, all right. So I want to give a shout out to my boy MC Life, out of Riverside, dope ass MC slash fucking weed entrepreneur host. He pretty much he's a I would say like a staple in the IE, bro.
Yeah.
Um, and shit, let me just put it out there. April 18th, it's an Immortal Technique show. They got me as one of the openers right there performing. Um, Me and Life go back about 15 years. So he knows me from like back in the day, bro. And for a lot of people who don't know, Immortal Technique is the reason why I got into underground hip hop, why I started rapping like that, to be honest. I know a lot of people could probably say the same, but like when I heard Dance with the Devil Dog, that shit made that's when I talk about like when I heard that song, it made me trip. Like people can fucking say shit like that, you know what I mean? I wasn't aware of that. So
Yeah.
um I had told Life that years ago, and I told him over the years plenty of times. Excuse me. So as soon as he got the because he got hit up by Immortal Technique, and there are people saying they wanted to do a show. So as soon as he got wind of that, he hit me up and said, "Yo, he's coming to the IE." And I guess I was one of the first artists that he thought of, to get up in there. So I hopped on that as soon as they gave me the opportunity, bro. That's shit. I didn't even think about it. You know what I mean? It was an honor to get that opportunity. So that's where
I
we right now.
I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Shout out to MC Life. I've heard of Life years ago. Years ago. We were in the same circles, but never met. We still to this day haven't met. I gotta have him on the show though. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make that happen.
Oh, good fucking people. He's helped me out with a lot of shit, dog. As far as networking, that's definitely somebody to holler at. Like on this side of the inland, um, the hip hop community is. I would say it's not probably the biggest dog, but it's fucking strong out here, my boy. And he's definitely a major part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd agree with you. Again, I've heard his name from multiple people that I've dealt with through the podcast. So I'm gonna have to make that happen. I have to get him on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's good people, dog. He'll definitely be down, bro. He'll definitely be down.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So this show, um, you said April 18th, right? April 18th, Riverside, Immortal Technique, my boy Hex Bundy. Make
Yeah,
sure you make sure you guys cop the tickets if there's any left. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit them up.
yeah.
I'm sure they'll probably have them at the door. Maybe not. Maybe it's sold out. It is Immortal Technique. So
So as of right now, online, from what I've been told, it's already 90% sold out. So I think they're gonna have maybe about a few at the door, and any tickets that are on hand right now, the artists have them. So if anybody needs any personal tickets, hit me up, hit my DM, and I'll personally deliver them to you. As long as it's before the 18th. Shit, the sooner the better. You know what I mean? But holler at me, and I got you.
there it is. You heard it here. Make sure you cop those tickets. All right, man. Hex, what how do you stay motivated, man? How do you stay so I mean, rocking these shows, you know what I'm saying? Dropping tracks as often as you do. How do you stay motivated? Like what keeps you, you know what I'm saying? Because I've had that conversation with other artists to where, you have your good days and your bad days, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's easy as a human being. Fuck
Mhm.
as an artist, as a human being, it's easy to become discouraged. You know what I'm saying? When
Yeah.
when you hit those valleys, you know what I mean? Peaks are great, but when you hit them valleys, it can be difficult to stay motivated. How do you do it, man? What do you drive your other than let me reiterate, other than obviously your fam and your partner, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, what helps you dig deep, you know what I'm saying, and really and continue to do what you do?
Um, Honestly, dog, it's straight up the reason why I've been going so hard, probably the last like 9 months, is because I've seen what that could do in the past, and I've dropped the ball by fucking getting big headed and getting too involved with other things. You know what I'm saying? Partying a lot, and then falling away from it when like I build up this momentum. Fuck, excuse me. When I built up a momentum and then getting caught up in like the streets and fucking drinking, partying, and having fun, and then I get caught up in that. Before you know it, it's already 3 years and I haven't dropped shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I didn't realize how selfish that was, dog, up until maybe about a year ago when I had somebody tell me like, you didn't realize, the people that are actually there's people waiting to hear that shit, and it's kind of like a big fuck you in the face when you're not responding back in any type of way. You know what I mean?
right.
Because they ain't here to see what you're doing. they're trying to see what's up with the music, you know. And it's not just people trying to be nosy. Like these are the genuine supporters. And then on top of that, dog, like time is a thief, bro. And as I get older, I'm realize that, you know what I'm saying? And um there's a lot of things that I could have already had accomplished. I mean, from what I feel in this rap game, if I would have just had my I'm not gonna say like if I had the right people around me, I won't ever. I'll take full accountability. Like if I made the right decisions, you know, at certain
Right.
times, dog, I would have been where I wanted to be, but you know, I didn't. So I'm just doing everything the way I'm supposed to, bro, and all the way I think I'm supposed to. You feel me?
Yep.
Um, so trying to stay on it, dog. Like just I had to check myself, bro, and just keep it real with myself. And on top of that, like shit. Like I got a like I said, dog, I got a strong woman behind me. So if
Yeah.
she even sees me slack the other day and she's like, "You ain't writing? Like what's going on?" You know what I mean? And it's like, all right, cool. And I never really had anybody to be on me like that, you know what I mean? So it's like, yo, what's up? Like you know, like she wants to hear something new every other day, like what I am you know, what I'm working on. So that right there, like I said, also reminds me like I do got people who are expecting something, you know? It's like a quota, like I at work and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
got to meet. You're gonna get fucking. You're gonna get you know some points, dog. Once the points go up, you gone.
Yeah. Your productivity got to be there. You know what I'm saying? So you mentioned something important. I think that's a critical characteristic in some people and doesn't exist in others, which is accountability. You know what I'm saying? You just said I take full accountability, right?
Yeah,
That to me is so fucking important, bro, because so many people blame their circumstances on other people. You know what I mean? Or on past experiences. Like how important do you feel taking accountability is? Because in my eyes, being able to take accountability is the first step to actually reaching a level of success.
straight up. Like I said, that's another thing where I said I had to check myself about a year ago, dog. Like being accountable for knowing when you fucked up.
Right.
Like shit. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm a very like pride is one of my biggest fucking problems, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm always I get reminded about that a lot. And so that's something that I had to like learn to control, you know, like me, like overcome and then not reacting to everything, dog. Like shit, not every reaction or not every action deserves a reaction, you know what I'm saying? And so
Right.
to situations, I gotta step back and I'm like, you know, maybe I'm the one fucking tripping. Maybe I need to calm the fuck down, you know what I'm saying? And at the same time, too, I'm quick to call you out on your shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm gonna be one to call you out on what I think you're doing wrong, then I gotta be able to check myself too. And if I can't, then I shouldn't be saying shit. You know what I mean? And I expect the same from anybody else, dog. Like straight up. I want to be called out on some shit that I'm fucking up on, and shit. And like that's one thing. Like before, when I would be told something like and I didn't like it, I would react like, "Nah, fuck that." So now with my, you know, I'm trying to work on like, you know, maybe I will fuck. Maybe I am fucking tripping, you know what I'm saying? Just accountability, dog, learning how to deal with it in the smallest way and that shit it helps, dog, you know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely, bro. I agree with you 1,000%. I think having being accountable for your own actions, one, and then circumstances, two, is one of the first steps that you can take to reach a different pinnacle of success. And I say that because you start to understand that ain't nobody else to blame but your motherfucking self. You know what
straight
I'm
up.
saying? Most of the time. And I'm talking about 99% of the time, right? Once in a blue moon, there are people who are dirty and you know what I mean, and could cause harm. But
Yeah,
99% of the time, it's your own decisions that put you in a position or predicament, whatever the case may be, that you're in, straight up,
I feel you. Yeah, no, that's 100% true, dog.
whether good or bad. You know what I'm saying? So just like you can fuck up, you know what I'm saying, and take accountability, learn from it, those learning experiences, and then recoup, turn that into a dub. You know what I'm saying? You should also take accountability on your wins too. You know what I'm saying? Your successes, and make sure that you remind yourself like, I'm doing this shit.
Yeah, dog, that's another thing that I had like a lot of not well, yeah, it was like an issue, though, like where I had to have a talk with some people close to me, and they were like, "Well, you need to give yourself like I mean, fuck, you gotta start thinking about yourself sometimes too, dog. Not where it's too much, like too selfish, but I do like to, like give myself. I need to give myself some credit for some of the shit that I've done. And once I started being able to do that, I understood like that brings me back. Like I got like a duty to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm accountable for the shit that I put out. And then like another thing too, like that helped me think recently, like the shit that I'm saying in my music, dog. Like that goes a long way. Now it even got me thinking, like fuck, like I need to be careful because now I got my son's getting older. I'm my oldest. You know what I'm saying? So he's over here asking me like, what are you talking about? So I gotta be careful with certain things I'm saying now. You know what I mean? And even shit moving like the way I move, dog, like around being around because I'm from Ontario, bro, and I still live in the city, you know what I'm saying? So
Right,
I still gotta maneuver a certain way. And that's one thing that I didn't realize before. I would kind of move recklessly, I guess you could say.
right.
Oh, you're getting like, walked up on at the grocery store, and I don't know if it's good or bad, you know what I mean? And it's good, for the most part. It's like, yo, you so and so, and it's like, oh shit. Like
Right, right, right.
I had to get used to certain things, dog. But like yeah, like I before I never really I guess embraced it, but now I'm starting to understand, dog. Like and then at the same time, I just want people to understand too. It's all love, for the most part. Shit, like it's all love, and that's all I'm doing it for. For at the end, that's why it's still staying true to my art type shit. You feel me?
Absolutely, bro, and I think that's important, right? Staying true, having a level of authenticity to yourself, a level of integrity that you stick to, you know what I'm saying? And not breaking that integrity or selling out that integrity for nothing, bro. I'll die over my integrity. That's straight up because that's all we got. Really, if you think about it, you know what I'm saying? Everything else vanishes. If you keep your integrity, your morality, at least you die happy in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's important, bro, to maintain that level of truth with yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then it reflects in everything you do, right? Like your music, for example, like you said, I gotta watch what I put in my music. I gotta watch what I say because, well, one, the tongue is a powerful thing. You know what I mean? So the shit you put out there it can be twofold.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing. Um, Two, it's like I have my integrity, my morality, and all of that, and I gotta make sure that I stay within those guidelines, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Not for real. And that goes for like I guess maybe that's one thing too. Like what probably what like as far as the rap game goes, dog. I don't. I have some features, and I'm cool with a lot of MCs, my boy. But I don't really kick it with a lot of rappers because when I have like the music is dope. I'm fucking with it, but then like it's like damn, like the kind of person you are, like I don't fuck with it. You know what I mean? And who am I to just come up and like, yo, dog, you're a fucking shitty person, dog, but your bars are cool, so I can put all that to the side, and I can't, my boy. So
I
I'd
don't
rather
blame you though.
through your music if it's like that. You know what I'm saying? So like I fuck with cats from a distance, and a lot of people think like, oh, that fool's fucking hating over there. That fool's just a little mad motherfucker. When it's not really like that, it's just I don't know, dog. Like I said, timing is of the essence, and I want to spend my shit with genuine people, dog. You know what I mean? Whether and that goes for anybody, not just artists, but you know, um, it that's just kind of like a big reason as to why like I kind of stay in my little bubble, and that has affected me because of like not being so social, I guess.
Right.
So that's I'm definitely working on, dog, being able to like be approachable, I guess. And I got big ass eyebrows, dog, so everybody thinks I'm mad dogging them and shit. What I mean, bro? So I'm just trying to work on a lot of other shit, dog. And I guess that just comes with age, my boy. Shit.
Yeah,
When I was
I think
that
you're right.
shit, bro, and fucking entering your 30s and all that, it just feels different. You feel that shit, dog.
Yeah, and I think, well, it's a level of maturity too that all the shit that your parents, you know what I mean, or people around you have told you over the years, shit starts to resonate. You're like, oh man,
Yeah,
this is what the fuck they were talking about. You know what I mean?
straight
And
up.
and you can apply it and it's real as opposed to like when you're younger, you don't give a fuck. And you can't, it's not practical to you because you're like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But you know what I mean? As you get older, and
Real.
to your earlier point, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't, the fact that you're not a hypocrite, you know what I'm saying? So you're like, I'm not gonna make a track with you because your shit's dope. I ain't mad at it, but
Yeah.
I don't like who you are as a person, as an individual.
Hmm.
So what do I look like jumping on a track with you? You know what I'm saying? Tucking my tail between my legs just because I want to make a dope song. Like I get that. That
Yeah. No,
speaks.
that that's just one thing. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know, dog. Like, I gotta, and then I'm not quick to just hop on tracks with cats. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I gotta like not know you personally though, but I gotta like fucking know you kind of, my boy, on a certain type of level. You know what I mean? I gotta vibe out with you, at least get a feeling for you. You know what I mean? I can't just hop on tracks with people like that. And then I gotta, I mean, for what it's worth, I do want to know who you fucking around with, who you be around with, and type shit like that. You know, and I want to know that if I go do a show with you, or I ain't gonna be no bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit. Most part, like I don't pull like when I like I said when I go out to shows and shit. For the most part, it's just me and my lady. Like I ain't going on no bullshit. So right now, like the rap game is like full of nothing but like drama, dog. It's fucking crazy. Everybody's dissing everybody and shit. So that's another reason why I kind of like to just stay in my own lane because ain't nobody really I mean, nah, ain't nobody came for me, dog. You know what I mean? I'm like, shit. We cool in the hip hop world, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's one thing I like, dog.
Right. Right.
But let everybody doing their thing for the most part, dog, and everybody really grinding for the right reasons and keeping it solid, dog. You know what I'm saying? Being good people for the most fucking part, dog. Shit, straight up.
It's just so hard to fucking find now, bro. Right? Like just genuine good people, and to your point, I mean, if you don't socialize, right? How are you gonna find those people? But at the same time, it's like even when you do reach out and shit, and people show the real side of their face, you know what I'm saying? And you're like, oh man, see, that's why I don't fucking that's why I don't go, meet other people. That's why I don't fuck with people, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I
Like,
get it, I hear you.
but like, it's crazy how like what Instagram did to people because there's so many like rappers and that's so many fucking not everybody. A lot of people that I see that I know on Instagram, you would think because of the comments and everything that we're like family, dog, but you go to a show and these people they won't fucking acknowledge you for shit, or they'll be like, nah, I ain't gonna say hi until they say hi type shit. And it's like, what the fuck? And I've never been like that, dog. Like,
Right.
I'm gonna go up to you and be like, what's up, dog? I'm a fucking like, god
Yeah.
damn, fuck. Like, I damn that shit. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, we fucking high school girls?
say hi, but then I'm gonna make you feel dumb because, like, you know how they say, like, when someone's trying to get mad and get you mad, but you react in a nice way, like, all right, for sure, don't even trip. And that shit gets them more irritated.
Yep.
Like I like doing that shit if that's the case, bro. Like I want people to know, like I'm not a hater, dog. So that's another thing too. Like Instagram is crazy, dog. So I'm barely trying to figure out. I'm figuring out how to actually work with the reels and keep up with everything else, dog. That shit's
Right.
insane.
It is. It's a lot of moving parts. It's a lot of moving parts.
More than I
Definitely. Speaking of moving parts, man, I want to get into this track real quick. Fallen Angels by my boy Hex Bundy, featuring I want to say
uh,
Isaac
it's my boy Mark Vasquez on
Mark Vasquez. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay.
um the beat was produced, it was engineered, mixed, and mastered by my boy Isaac on the mix, and the video was also shot by him.
Gotcha. That's where I got the name from. All right. I was like, I knew I was close. All right. This one right here is my boy Hex Bundy, Fallen Angels. Let's go.
Yeah. Tell my mother I love her dearly, but those prayers don't work. Watch my brother suffer severely every day and it hurts. And I just wish they had a different way of escaping the urge. Trying to do better, but it seems like they just making it worse. See, everything ain't what it seems. Everybody got a story. I may know how to read, but every page ain't really for me. I got people speaking on me, throwing dirt up on my name. The same ones that keep on talking, always hurting for some change. And it's strange when the people in your circle acting shady. Got my lady burning sage, shit's been working for me lately. Gotta learn to keep my distance from the snakes up in the grass. Mind my business, still dealing with the mistakes from my past. But I'm learning, homie, this shit don't happen overnight. Got me burning slowly, ashes falling on the words I write. People try to say they love you, but those words don't really mean shit. Angels falling out of the sky from getting their wings clipped.
Days keep turning while I'm burning, falling angels turn to serpents. War is in these streets for certain. Tell my mom no need to worry.
They took one of my closest brothers at the age of 19. How the fuck do you expect me to do the right thing? You see, I'm coming out the city where they know you by your last name, the cash game. And if you ain't got it, they on your ass, man. I can see a snake from how he reaching from a handshake. Look him in his eyes and I can tell that this man's fake. Keeping to myself and I just play my position. Ain't fucking with you if we ain't got the same opposition. You see, there's plenty roles to play. Like the day you know it all ends. Nothing left to say. You really see the ones you call friends taking off their mask, revealing their true disguise, laughing in your face cause you couldn't see through the lies. And you feeling so betrayed like the Lord himself deceived you. And it's sad when the people you love just don't believe you. They told me take a chance, you gotta learn to walk the line and understand that hard times ain't never really hard to find.
Days keep turning while I'm burning, falling angels turn to serpents. War is in these streets for certain. Tell my mom no need to worry. Days keep turning while I'm burning, falling angels turn to serpents. War is in these streets for certain. Tell my mom no need to worry.
And that was Fallen Angels by my boy Heks Bundy. Hex, that's fire, bro. That's fire. The production value on that is crazy. Your boy smashed that. And then, the the syllabic bars that you got on there are nuts, bro.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, dog. Appreciate it.
All day, all day. I mean, you know, I have to appreciate the delivery that you have. Your cadence is very I can't even explain it, but I like the way that you're able to you almost mesh with the beat. You know what I'm saying? And it's super dope.
Yeah. Thank you, dog.
Do you feel
That's like I said, my boy Isaac. Go ahead.
do you feel like there's a specific artist that you draw from when you spit?
Um, shit. Honestly, dog, it depends on the beat. So when it comes down to beats like that, especially when I work with Mark, I like to tell like I don't know, kind of story-ish tracks, but at the same time, like relatable songs, like realism, I guess you could say. Like because like he sings and shit, dog. So he brings a whole different type of cadence to the songs every time I
Right.
work with him. So when I work with him, I like it's kind of different. Like I talk about like, some I like to talk about some real shit instead of trying to focus on like barring out. But then I realized like my home, people be telling me like, yo, the it's still barring out, you know what I mean? I guess one thing I've always focused on when I first started rhyming was making sure that I rhymed correctly. I didn't want to try too hard to get words that did not fucking sound alike to make them mesh. I always like my structure and bars. I always wanted that shit to be A1, and that's like probably like my biggest critique, Doug. So when it comes down to like the boom bap shit, I I feel like, like I get a lot of shit from like Griselda, Benny the Butcher, Conway. Their stilo definitely like jumps in mind every time I'm on some shit like that because they got metaphors, and I was always big on battle rapping and shit. So I guess that's probably why like I use a lot of metaphors and breakdowns
Right.
in my songs because that's what battle rapping is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So once I stopped rap, I put that in like like song form, and it worked out for me, dog. Pretty much.
Right. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Definitely makes sense. And I can hear that. I can definitely hear that. That's what's up. That's dope. So when you're writing, what's your writing process like? Because everybody's different, right? So do you draw from personal experience more, or do you just kind of you draw from other people's experiences, or what's your process like? Also, so do you write? Because I've seen people write in a crazy different amount of ways, right? Where somebody would just they knock out the 16, top to bottom. I've seen people that write 4 bars at a time. I've seen people write half and half. I've seen people not write. So what's your writing style?
All right, so check it out. If it all starts with when I6 shoots the beat, and it's not all the time, but a lot of times he'll have a topic and he'll be like, "Yo, this is what I was feeling when I made this, and how you feeling about it?" And it's like, like either it clicks or it doesn't. So I'll let him know, like, all right, let me see what's up. Let me see if I can go in your direction. And then it usually just kind of goes from there as far as, how I'm trying to write the song. Now, my process is pretty, like, I think I have like fucking like OCD or something, dog, because I have to have my shit like I sit where I'm at right now is my little station pretty much, dog. So I sit, I have to play the beat, and then I'll freestyle to the beat probably about a good hour or so, just to get like a kind of like a flow, a rhythm as to where I'm going with it. And then once I lock in like I'll think of a metaphor, dog, like a dope ass punchline, right?
Right.
Think, all right, so you can't start a song with that punchline. This is the end of the bar. So then I go, all right, well, what rhymes with this punchline? And then, but it has to make sense. So that's pretty much how I break down my bars. And shift. Usually, dog, if I'm writing in the morning, I'm smoking, drinking coffee, and just fucking writing. If it's in the afternoon, I'm fucking smoking, drinking a beer. But it's usually all right here in my living room, dog. Um, and as far as how much I can get done, I usually try to take about 3 hours every day to write. Dog. So within that 3 hours, it could be a verse, it could be a track, a hook. I've never been the type that likes to write in the studio. And respect to the motherfuckers who can, because I seen there's some beasts, bro, who could kill shit. You know what I mean? Who could
Yeah.
write on the spot. I can too. I have. I just like I said, I'm my biggest critic, and the songs that I've done that with, I wasn't the biggest fan of, and I felt like, damn, I could do more. And I'm the type of person like, especially when I'm on songs with other cats, and they go to the studio with shit that they've already written a month ago, so they're ready. Like they got the hardest shit on theirs, so they lay down. I'm like, fuck. And I'm like, damn, if you 2 days with that beat, I would have fucked. But then I had to stop looking at it like that too, because it's like, like Benny the Butcher, they interviewed him and they asked him, like, that song he did with J. Cole. They're like, who you think killed it? And he goes, I didn't look at it like that. He goes, are you serious? He goes, they told him, Charlemagne told him, he goes, when J. Cole, he killed you on your own track, he bodied you. He goes, yeah, but that's just what it is. He goes, I felt like I did my best on it, and that's all that matters. Like, I did my best. I wasn't trying to battle him. I wanted a good song. So I gave my best, and he gave his best. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I thought was dope. And I'm like, shit, I need to start, like I gave it my best instead of trying to like, yo, I need to top the dude on the second verse type shit. Or I remember I would think, yo, if I collab on a track, I want the last verse. Like now, it's like, nah, if the first verse ain't hard, I'm fucking changing the song, dog. You know what I mean? So You know what I mean? It's different now.
Yeah, yeah, I hear you. I hear you, and I think that's a good mind state to have, right? Like I left it all out there. That's it, right? Win, lose, or draw.
Yeah,
It's that's an important mind state to have because I think I mean, look, it's natural to be your own biggest critic, like you said, right? You're gonna critique your own shit. I can't even, start to tell you, but one thing that I've started doing recently, that I feel like is important for people to understand is just lay it out there. Lay it out there, plant the seeds, bro. Plant the seeds
mhm,
and then and see what fruit comes from it. You know what I'm saying? Um,
straight up.
because second guessing ourselves, that ain't gonna do shit for you, bro, but make you fucking, stress the fuck out. You know what I mean? Or and possibly take down some shit that's fire. Because I've ran a song by 6 different people with 3 different people on 3 different verses, and those 6 people will tell me a different person had the best verse. So it's all about
Yeah,
perception. You know what I mean?
yeah. I definitely feel you on that. Like that's another thing. Like my boy Isaac. I've been working with Isaac. He's the first dude who was ever recording me, dog, when I was 16. So I've known him for about a good 16 years as well. You know what I mean? That's my boy. Um, I started working with other producers along the way because like doors open and shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
A lot of the other producers that I was working with though were kind of like the people were like, "Yo, this is too good to release right now. Like, let's release this like when it's ready." And I never understood that, but me thinking like, "Oh yeah, okay, when it's ready." And now it's fucking 4 years, and I'm sitting on like 16 songs, and like, when are they gonna be ready?
Right.
Me and Isaac were like, "Fuck it, then let's just do it this way." So we made a plan, dog, back last September to drop a song every Friday, and we managed to do that all the way up into about the beginning of January. I took a little break because now I got to re-record, but we managed to drop. We dropped 17 tracks since September up until now. And we managed to do it every Friday, and then just
That's
staying
a whole
consistent.
fucking album.
Yeah, and like you said, like just put it all out there and see what. I was always like, I would record these songs with him, and I'd be like, I don't know, and he'd be like, "What the fuck you mean you don't know?" And he's the producer. Keep in mind, he just made the beat, recorded it, and he was like,
Right.
"Nah, we're putting it out." So I had to get used to like, all right, yeah, put it out. So now it's like, oh, everything I record, I just want to put it out. And I try to do the album game and the mixtape game, and a lot of people tell me the same shit. They'd be like, "Yo, ain't nobody trying to sit there and listen to a whole mixtape right now." And I didn't get it. And I was like, well, why not? You fools don't be taking long drives or anything like that. So I realized, like, if fools want one song, then I'm gonna give you a fucking song every Friday to look forward to. So,
Yeah,
coming back to Friday, I'm dropping a song. It's called Would You, on all streaming platforms, produced by the homie Isaac as well. So we got a new song. We're getting back to it this Friday, and so on and so forth. I'm gonna be dropping every Friday.
that's right. That's right. That's right. We're glad to see it. We're glad to see it. And I think you're right. I think the way that people consume music now is a lot different,
It's
right?
crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot different. There's no more to your point, sitting there and playing a whole album through mixtape, whatever. I think ever since Russ was one of those pioneers of um the what I call like quick draw releases, you know what I mean? Where he's dropping a song I don't know if it was every week, every day, I don't know, some crazy like that.
Bro, it's crazy that you said that. He's exactly the one I got this idea from.
Right,
Well, not directly, but his fucking blueprint, bro, is what I'm trying to follow.
right.
And it fucking worked out, dog. And shit, that's just me not trying to bite another man's way, dog, but that's just me taking my hat off to the dude, bro. That's fucking straight grinding right there, you know what I
Well,
mean?
you gotta understand something though about Russ is that he's always giving the game, bro. He's always dropped the gems. Like he was giving it away to people. He's telling you the blueprint. He's giving it to you. So it ain't biting. If
Yeah.
somebody's giving you the infrastructure, take that shit. Take it and run.
Yeah. Straight up, dog. No, that's 100%, bro. So that's one thing I realized. So I broke it down to my boy Isaac, and he said, "Fuck, we got everything right here to utilize. So let's get it." And like shit, dog. With the time that I was fucking around, partying and everything, I could have had fucking hundreds of songs. You know what I'm saying? So I take that into consideration now. And like I said, I hold myself accountable for it, and I'm gonna just make up for the time that I fucked off, and just keep my foot on it, dog, and
That's
just
it.
stay-
Yeah, because that's like what we did was we took the Nipsey blueprint, right? We said, fuck the middleman, fuck these other platforms that are promoting my platform the way they want or when they feel, or you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, yeah,
I'm on their time and I'm on their, and then you know what I'm saying, and they're still making money off of me. So fuck the middleman. Let's have
shit.
ownership.
The way like, and it's crazy, like the way like I'll break it down just like Nipsey did, dog. I know nowadays a lot of cats, everything's digital now, right? But I mean, dog, you pull up to excuse me, you pull up to any show that I'm rocking out, my boy, and I give everybody free sticker pack, dog, and I give you a fucking free CD that you're never gonna get online, dog, or anywhere else. It's like a various mixtape of like 25 tracks, dog, all together. I've had people tell me like, "Yo, why don't you put this song with this song?" Well, this is literally the one that I do, dog. So, and I give them away for free to everybody. I have hundreds of them, dog. So that's another thing. Anybody who pulls up to the Immortal Technique show, holla at me, and I'm gonna personally give you guys a sticker pack and a free CD and everything. I know I'm part of the old school shit, dog, but this is something you ain't gonna
Good
be able to
marketing.
for house, dog.
That's good marketing though. However you look at it, it doesn't
Like,
matter because it's tangible. And so when you're in front of somebody, having something tangible is different. It's very different, and it's good marketing.
I was told that, dog. I did a show earlier in the middle of last year, and I set up a table and I had everything right there. It looked like it was for sale, right? So everybody was like looking, but they didn't want to holler at me. So when I performed, I was like, "Yeah, that table's for up for grabs," like go ahead. And that shit was gone in
Right.
like a minute. But one dude came up to me, and like he was holding that shit like it was a trophy, bro. And he gave me $20, and I said, "Nah, that's free, bro." He goes, "Nah, he goes, nah, that's I respect what the fuck you're doing, bro." He goes, "This is something that I can have forever." You know what I mean? Like he was grateful to have it, bro. And I don't know, that shit made me feel good, you know what I mean? And I felt bad taking the money because I kept trying to give it back to dude, but he was refusing it. So I was like, damn. So the fact that he's like, "Now this is something tangible. This is something that's you got forever, bro." You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's some real shit, dog. I liked it. Like a hard drive's cool, but if you ain't got no computer or something to plug that shit into, like you're fucked, dog.
Well, even then, right? It's a memento, dog. Like, let's say that they could,
There you go. That's the word.
yeah. Like, let's say that they could download the CD and have that shit in their computer, but that actual tangible CD, one, that shit's is that's dying or is just about dead, right? So that's a memento, bro. You could put that motherfucker up, you know what I'm saying? And then if it has your graphics on it, whatever, like it's still either way you look at it, you're giving them something to take away from that moment, and that's
Yeah.
strategic. That's good
And,
marketing.
like as far as and then like the sticker pack, those are all like half of them are printed, and then the other half are fucking hand done by me and shit. They're all slabs, dog, that I bombed up myself. So then they're all different. And I mean, a lot of people, like our fans, our supporters, they probably don't understand that. But to me, I look at that like that's something that you ain't gonna fucking get ever again.
Right.
And you can slap it on your folder or whatever if you want, or just keep it. You know what I'm saying? They're all different type shit. And then I have people hit me up all the time like, "Fool, we can just go fucking print those, thousands of them." And it's like, yeah, but that's not the point, dog. I'll
It's not
make
the
100
same.
because like that shit means something to me. You know what I mean? And I like to explain that shit to people when I give them to them, dog. And something the people appreciate that shit, dog. You
They
know?
should. They should. I mean, you're literally putting in physical work into that art. You know what I'm saying? Aside from the music, so that's dope. They're taking away two times the art. You know what I'm saying? In that memento, and that's dope, bro. I think that's a really good marketing strategy.
Hell yeah, dog. Thank you. Straight up. So that's pretty much what it is, bro. That's another way for me to stay connected with everybody too. Like one thing, like I like to tell people, like, "Yo, dog, if you fuck with my music, like, follow me and shit." You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanna, fuck, dog, like, I want to stay connected with the people who really rock with my shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Not the people who are just kind of like popping in the door, trying to see what's up, and then getting on type shit. Like, I want the people who've been around for a minute. You know what I mean? That's why I got to keep it on. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, we hear that absolutely, bro. And
Hell
on that note, you like to your point, you've kind of re-strategized. You know what I'm saying, and you can see your momentum right now, right? It's on the up. You know what I'm saying? You got a really positive vibe to you right now. So what's next, man? Tell us what's next for Hex Bundy. What do you envision um yourself? Where do you envision yourself in the next 5 years, bro?
Ah, fuck. Honestly, man, shit. In 5 years, as far as the music goes, I just want to be a good staple, dog. That for my part of this, my city, dog. Ain't too many cats from out this way. I mean, keep in mind, there's a lot of us out here, but I feel like the inland doesn't really get the shine that it deserves. And I just want to, if ain't none of us gonna make it, I want motherfuckers to know we tried and we doing our, we putting in work over here too, bro. And I like for the most part, I just want to stay relevant in the game, bro. Meaning with that meaning, like I'm not looking for like fame or nothing like that. I'm happy with I'm content with things that I've always had, dog. You know what I'm saying? Now, should it be a blessing if anything like that were to happen? I wouldn't mind at all. But I'm not. That's not like what I'm chasing right now. You know what I'm saying? I just want to spread my music, dog. I just want to fuck with people who want to do the same. Um, shit, shout out like Murs, bro. You know what I mean? On some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that fool is a fucking legend, dog, and he's one of the most humblest people I've ever met, dog.
Right.
On multiple occasions to the point where it's like this dude remembers your name, bro. Out of everybody this motherfucker sees, and that shit means a lot to me. Someone like that, dog. As far as rap goes,
Yeah.
um, family wise, dog, I just want to be somewhere stable in my crib, dog, with my family, bro, and happy for the most part, dog. And that's it. That's pretty much it, dog. Stability, financial stability, dog, and just a staple in the rap game, my boy. That's where I see myself in 5 years.
Humble man, humble man. I like it. I like to hear it. And I think without a doubt, you'll be able to accomplish it and more, really. You know what I'm saying? You're keeping your feet planted when you say things like that. And I appreciate that because I mean, who doesn't appreciate humility, right? Um, there's something about people who have an extraordinary ability, but are able to ground themselves, right? To your point, like Murs, right? One person who made that impact on me that I got to meet personally was Chino XL, rest in peace.
Rest in
Um,
peace, right now.
yeah, we did a show. I opened up a show for him once, in at the airline in LA, and bro, he came. He was chilling at the bar with us, like just drinking a beer, chilling, chopping it up, like we knew the motherfucker for years, bro. And he was just and he was just chilling, and he was like really a people's person. Like, there was no he didn't have to do that shit. Matter of fact, he didn't even have to come into the motherfucker till 10 minutes before he had to go on or whatever. And
Yeah.
he was right there with the people, you know what I'm saying? And so to your point, um I think it's great. I think it's great. Your mind state is where it needs to be. Just keep your foot on the gas, you know what I'm saying? I know you will. You can see the traction already, bro.
Hell yeah. I appreciate that, bro. Yo, and shit, with that being said, yo, shout out to Chino XL, bro. I had the chance to see him perform at the Thought Fest, I want to say probably about 2 years ago. Fucking killed it. He's always been a legend. I've been fucking with him since he was dissing Pac, dog.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, like that fool was a fucking beast. He was a different kind of rapper, bro.
Yeah,
And like that goes to show kind of person he is too. Like you said, homie was drinking at the bar. Like shit like that, dog, goes a long way. You know what I mean? Interacting with people, dog. Like I did a show with Keith Murray, and he was the headliner, dog. And when he went in there, nobody knew who the fuck he was, bro. And he was at the bar just chilling, shooting pool. And I introduced myself to him after about a good hour because I wasn't sure how to approach him. You know what I mean?
right.
But I was like, yo, bro, like I'm a fan, bro, and I didn't even get a chance to tell him that I was fucking performing that night. So after I performed, um, or after the show was over, we ended up ciphering with him in the parking lot, dog. You know what I mean? Like fucking Keith Murray, and bro, like that shit's crazy to me. So that shit just showed me, like, all right, there is motherfuckers who are humble as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And then I've been around other artists, bro, and it ain't nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like nah. So it's show, bro.
Yeah, No, I hear you. I hear you. I've had my fair share of experiences too. Shout out to Corrupt too from the Dog Pound. That's another dude that
Yeah.
we when we met him, he was like he started freestyling with us and he's taking shots and shit. And he was chilling and he very, very down to earth, humble person too. And then like to your point, I won't say no names, but I met artists who are like who ain't even that dope to be real. And you know, they're snobbed up, you know, that nose is shiny as a motherfucker. But
Yeah. And it's like I like fuck. I be seeing that shit too. And it's like, all right, motherfucker, cool. You know what I mean? So that's another thing to
and then
like.
I can't fuck with it no more. Like now I hear your music and I'm like, that shit's a lie. Get the fuck out of here.
I feel you, dog. I feel you for real.
You know what I'm saying? So well, we appreciate you coming on, bro. We appreciate you taking the time. I know we know you're a busy dude. You know what I'm saying? You got the fam, you got the music. Now you're back on the every Friday release. We can't wait for that. You know what I'm saying? If we can do an exclusive for you, you let us know. We'll release it exclusively on the website first, and then you know what I'm saying you could drop it on all other platforms, but you make people actually hone in and really want to the one like to your point, you know, the ones who are really, really,
Hell,
really behind your movement. Make them
well,
go
shit.
look for that
I'm down with that. I'll holla at you. We'll tap in with all the info and everything. But that sounds cool to me, bro. Shit, I would appreciate it, my boy.
all day, bro. You know what's up. This platform is for the creative mind, for the person who is willing to chase after, you know, their dream, bro. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. Whether it's baby steps, you know, or you're head down running towards it, it doesn't matter to us as long as you have the courage to pursue it. We're here. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And another thing is people don't understand is I get well, how much is it? A lot. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It ain't shit. As long as again, you have that integrity, you really about that craft, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you are who you say you are.
No,
Let's work.
hell yeah, dog. Hey, with that being said, bro, thank you for having me on. I appreciate everything you've done for me, homie, and shit, dog, what you continue to do. Um, Congratulations, like I said before, on the launch of the website and everything. I see you
Appreciate
grind.
that.
Anything you need from me, you know, I got you 100%, dog. Just holler at me. And keep your foot on the fucking pedal, dog. I see you grinding, my boy. And if everything you do is appreciated 100%, bro.
Nothing less, bro. Nothing less. And we really appreciate you. Make sure that you go check out Heks Bundy on all platforms. Stream his shit. Run the numbers up. Make sure you pull up to that show April 18th. Immortal Technique. My boy Heks Bundy. MC Life. All the fucking heavy hitters from the IE will be there. Make sure you pull up. Go peep it. We got a giveaway too, actually coming up. I ain't gonna say too much about it right now. It'll be after the episode's released. But we appreciate you. Thank you for coming on, Hicks. One love to you, Ontario. You know what I'm saying? The whole IE, man.
Hell yeah, bro. I appreciate you, dog. And just keep it going, bro. And take care of yourself, my boy. God bless.
All day. You too, my brother. This is M.F.K. Radio, music, focus, knowledge, the ingredients for a better day. We out.